The Flett family produces milk from its dairy operation year-round. The approach to their business is testament to the innovative spirit of the 4 generations of family that live there. The systems used on farm are based on efficiency, economics and prioritising care of stock and soil.
We're a dairy farm. We milk all year round, 850 in the peak of the season and down to 550 in the winter. We operate a barn, but it's a tad different in being compost bedded pack. We do not apply any sprays to the farm and no soluble fertilisers. We used to have ragwort grow to the extent it was like a chow crop. We used to spray years ago, diligently, carpet wipe, everything that was, to be done on the day. We sprayed for 3 years with a helicopter. We weren't winning the battle. We had no idea it would be, but if we mulched it, caused it to bleed, put it back, let it go back in the soil, then maybe it might not return. And it sounds strange, but you can look around here and you hardly see ragwort now. We still continue to use the mulcher because now we're finding that it's helping thicken up the pastures. We will not mow in front of the cows. We have a long grazing interval, so some of the pastures are left after the cows do need to be mulched anyhow. So we look at that as green manure, so no problem. So rather than run around before with a tractor, we'll run around afterwards. A big too fast. No. Yeah, it's warm, but it's not overly hot.
No, it's hot.
What is the temperature of it?
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
We supply the fertiliser for the whole farm, and initially we started by getting the barn compost working because it was inactive as far as the soil life went, and it just kept building up. 21, 22. That's right.
That's getting out of the teens.
This barn is quite different in that the composting's going on in the barn right now. So the product that comes out of this is suitable to go on crops or on sale to somebody because the microbes have done their thing. In fact, the animals do a lot better in here in winter than they would out on a paddock. They keep cleaner, if they've got any hoof problems, it appears to heal naturally. It's a cycle. Obviously, what the cows are putting back here is what's firing this. Initially, there was a lot of sawdust used. And when we tried to get the microbes going, we found the sawdust had quite a high phenol amount, which is a natural antiseptic that trees have. However, we overcame that, fortunately, and then it just rocketed. The basis for what we do is we bring a lot of product in from aquaculture, and then we add the microbes to that, and they just devour it and love it and breed up. This is healthy soil life, and what it's doing is it's what we call a digester, and it's breaking down all the material in there, making it into a valuable plant product. It's just teeming with healthy microbes. That's the main thing. The smell, well, it has a wonderful smell. It doesn't smell like cow poop, it's got a beautiful aroma to it.
We'd always operated open pads, and it was just an effluent issue. And we were already winter milking, so we knew we had to have something. This is what we came across, and to put the compost bedded pack system in with this style of barn, it just seemed to work well. The barn comes in from Canada in a kit set form. They just bolt it all together so you get the height. The beauty of it is the airflow it creates. Clear span, so if you wanted to work a digger in here, there's no problems. Likewise with other machinery. It lets the light in. There is not that feeling of going into a dark shed. As we're standing here, there's just a breeze going through. It's not unpleasant. It's not drafty. So we're not into kissing and cuddling the cows or anything, but if cow comfort relates to better income, well then, yeah, we'll have that. Today we scrape their effluent out into the separator. Tomorrow we bring the solid portion back up here for them to bed down on. When it's in the bunker, we add some of Steve's product and it starts processing, and then when it's spread onto the pack, it carries on with its processing, and that's the important part. I've got to point out that we will produce milk with lower sow count, generally speaking, in the winter time, lower than we can in the summer. In the middle of winter, when it's really at its peak working, it will be wetter than what we are today. But the cows do not get mud dags. In composting, we've created another income source out of the barn, so two-tier farming. I hope to take this product off farm to increase its value. A certain amount of it will be used on farm, but I don't want to look at it in the terms of a generic compost. It's a biological product that's far more loaded with all that's required than just your standard compost. My dad, Jim, he's 83. He's been associated with the dairying industry all his life. First here in Ataria when it was a factory, then when they amalgamated in Edendale. He was with the directors at the time that went further north to encourage the people to come dairying in Southland. And my late brother was also very heavily involved in dairying governance, one of the founding directors of Fonterra. Jane and I have got to appreciate that we're able to be where we are thanks to what they built on, and likewise the previous generation of them managed to give them something as well. It would be nice, I suppose, if it stays within the family. Nothing's for sure, and it's up to these guys how they want to take it from here. I mean, Jane and I, we can produce them with this land in the state it is, and they can do a lot with it. And that's what we'd like. We'd like them to really push themselves with it. So it's up to them.
This program was made with funding from New Zealand On Air.